about 5 feet falls from my head to the ground. She called out here, just about you today. She make me feel so good, Lord, she make me feel alright. Her name is Jay.
You're gonna give your love to me. I'm gonna love you night and day. We're gonna move until you're not feeling. We're gonna move until you're not feeling. Well, baby, my love's bigger than well, I'm trying to tell you, but you drive me mad. But I'm yelling up for me, oh, got to believe. Well, I know just how I feel. 'Cause I love to see you not fade away. I love to see you not fade away. I love to see you not fade away. I love to see you not fade away.
Mike's starting to show like that. That's from 1978 on the Darkness tour, not Fade Away / with hooked up there with She's the One. Sitting here with Wayne Boyko. Are you, Wayne? Are you on? Testing. 1, 2, 3.
I'm on now.
No, you're not.
I'm not on now.
No, you're not. Test.
And now I'm no.
I see movement.
Okay, I'm on. So.
All right. So we know Eyes to the Skies.
Well, there's a lot happening out there.
It looks like it's bad again, folks. I commented last week or a couple weeks ago how many times I come in here on a Monday and I have to give severe thunderstorm warnings. It's like almost like it knows when I'm going to be here for some reason.
Got the cloud over your head.
Literally. It is bad, folks. Looking at the radar, at this moment, the really heavy stuff's out near Rockford. So if you're listening, keep your eyes, like I said, to the skies, or listen here, and I'll give you any updates on it. And hopefully it'll take another hour or two before it gets here, but it looks like it's moving kind of quick. So, and they said there's supposed to be some pretty heavy stuff involved. So, Wayne, did you have a good weekend?
It was good. Yeah, it was relaxing.
I enjoyed your show.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Hard Day's Night.
Yeah, and I wanted to see that in Chicago at the Music Box, but I don't think I'm going to get over it.
Every time that they do that, and I go there thinking, it's been better to enjoy it at home, So
and I want to get that new one that they came out with, too.
Yeah, the Blu-ray I have on order, and it should be fabulous. So hopefully I won't have to buy any more copies. I got about 10 copies for my homemade copies, and then the ones I bought, and then when every time they made a new format, you gotta go get it, right?
It's a Beatle thing.
It's a Beatle thing. So right now we're doing a Bruce thing on Getting Loose with Bruce here. Heard Mondays at 5 on WRLR 98.3, and had a interesting thing over the weekend. I watched the documentary that was done back in the 80s on Chuck Berry for his 60th birthday, so that makes him probably almost 90 now, I think. So, but he's still alive. I think he's still playing too, I think. And a very interesting little spot in the middle of it came up, and Bruce discusses them opening for Chuck back in the 70s, and Bruce was not known very well at this point. So Chuck didn't even know who he was. And so I'm going to play that little snippet of him talking about that. And the funny part about it is he talks about being old at the end of this and telling his grandkids how he did it. And now he's that age. So, but no grandkids. But anyway, so this is that, and then it's going to go right into the when they really backed him at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame back in '95. So let's give that a listen.
Well, my manager said, "Gee, we're going to open on a bill for Jerry Lee Lewis and Chuck Berry." And we thought this was, forget it, I was 23 or 24, and these guys were our heroes, and so we were real excited. And the guy said, then he's going to get a band that's going to back Chuck Berry up. And we said, no, don't tell him, don't get one of the local bands. Tell him that, we'll back him up. I think my first album might have just come out around that time. So we went down to Maryland. We drove in from some overnight gig. I forget from where, but we came out and we played about a half hour, which is what generally the time you were allotted, in those days if you're an opening act. And we went over pretty good, we did all right. And then Jerry Lee came out and he did his set and, ended standing on the piano and, no Chuck Berry, right? No, he's not there. So it's about, I forget what time it was supposed to go on, but it was getting very close to the time it was supposed to go on. There's no sign of him. The promoter is getting really nervous. He comes up to me and he says, look, go on back out there because, Chuck Berry's not here. I don't think he's coming, I said, I'm not going to go out there. It's like we're waiting for Chuck Berry. We're not going to go on again. And about 5 minutes before the show was time to start, the back door opens and he comes in. He's by himself. And he's got a guitar case. And that was it, I guess he pulled up in his own car or something, didn't have anybody with him. And he walked by me and went straight to the office with the promoter, Where I guess the rumor was I think the rumor was he would get 11 grand, and at the end of the night he'd give $1 grand back if the band was okay and if the equipment worked. I don't know if that's true, but that's what we hear, So straight into the office, and then he walks out of the office and he comes into the band's room, and we said, well, great, so it's about She says, oh, we're going to go on. I said, well, Chuck, he said, like what? You know, what songs are we going to do? She says, well, we're going to do some Chuck Berry songs. That's all he says. So we go, okay. We get out on stage. The crowd's going insane. They can see him. He walks on, opens up a guitar case, tunes the guitar, down, like lights are up. Forget it, the place is going nuts. And we're going like, you know, what are we going to start with, you know? Like Chuck. And he's kind of not paying attention to us, or not hearing us. And then all I see is, da-da-da-da-da-da. That's it. You know? And like, the band is like, yeah. We're in a state of total panic. We're trying to figure out, what song are we playing? What key is it in? And Chuck plays in a lot of strange keys, like B flat, E flat. And our bass player, he's kind of the historian of the band, you know, so everybody runs to him and he has the right key, right? And so we pick up the key and we're doing pretty good, I think. I forget what song it was, but we're playing away and the crowd's going nuts and Chuck runs back and says, play for that money, boys. We forgot to tell him we weren't getting any money. We're doing this for free. Anyway, the night ended. There was a big brawl in front of the stage and the lights came up and I think his amp blew up. We're kind of, I guess we're doing Johnny Be Good by now. We're kind of, you know, we're just playing that rhythm. And he just kind of walked off stage, right to the side of the stage, packed his guitar in front of the entire auditorium. They're going crazy. And he waved, and that was it. And walked out and walked back into his car, and he was gone. But I don't know if I doubt that he'd remember us. You know, you were just another one of the bands that he was using on the road at the time. But it was just the kind of night that you know, when I'm 65 or 70, and I got my grandkids. Chuck Berry, yeah, I met Chuck Berry. You know? Matter of fact, I backed Chuck Berry up one night. You did? Yeah. You know, it's a story always going to tell.
Deep down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans, back up in the woods among the evergreens, still a log cabin made of earth and wood. Well, if your country boy named Johnny Be Good, never learned to read or write so well, he could play the guitar like a ring and a bell. I say no, 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 no. I say no, no. Johnny Be Good. To carry his guitar in a gunny sack, stick beneath the tree by the railroad track. Engine they would say, sitting in the shade, struggling with the rhythm that the drivers made. People passing by, they would stop and say, oh my, that little country boy can play. I say no, 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 Johnny Be Good.
Okay, Johnny B. Good, live 95 with the E Street Band and Bruce backing up Chuck Berry at the opening of the Hall of Fame. I got another one coming from the Hall of Fame that weekend in 95. That's going to be up next. But I thought I'd spotlight a couple of Bruce's early influences tonight, and even toward the end of the show, I'm going to play the reason the show is called what it is, Getting Loose with Bruce. So I haven't done that since the show started, so I'm going to try to get that squeezed in here at the end. Again, keep your eyes on the skies, folks. Heavy storms coming, and there's a darkness on the edge of town.
Well, they're still racing out of the dresser, but that blood it never burned in her veins. Now I hear she's got a house up in Fairview, and a style she's trying to maintain. Well, she wants to see me. You can tell her I'm easily fall. There's a spot I need. Even bridge and tell her there's a darkness on the edge of town. There's a darkness on the edge of town. Well, everybody's got a secret, son. They got something that they just can't face. Some folks, they spend their whole lives just trying to keep it. They carry it with them every step that they take. So someday, they just cut it loose. Cut it loose and let it drag them down. When no one asks any questions and looks too long in your face, in the darkness on the edge of town, in the darkness on the edge of town. Now some folks are born with a good life. Other folks, they get it anyway, anyhow. Well, I lost my faith when I lost my wife. Those things don't seem to matter much to me now. 'Cause tonight I'll be on that hell, 'cause I can't stop. I'll be on that hell with everything I've got. Lives on the line, with dreams of found and lost. I'll be there on time, and I'll pay the cost for wanting things that can only be found.
WRLR. Nice.
And we are back with Getting Loose with Bruce. Again, folks, keep your eyes on the skies. I can't say it enough. There's some heavy stuff coming. So it's out near Rockford now. It's even got kind of what they call that bow echo to it, that big curvature, and that usually means some pretty strong stuff. So, again, keep listening to the radio or your television, whatever, just in case. So, all right. Second half of the show, then I'm going to start off with a rarity that I found today, and I believe never heard it. It was done back in '95 with his pal Joe Gorsecki, and just released last year. Now, I don't know if it was released last year, but found last year. They were playing it on E Street Radio, and this is called Homestead.
I was born in the cold fields of Kentucky. I moved north in '73. The war was still going strong, so I found a job rolling steel. I found a easy homestead. I worked beside a guy named Grzybowski. He taught me how to keep seat. He said there's many a man who's lost the fingers from their hands. You can wind up crippled or dead in Homestead. Tried hard to kill. Heard about Fred and Carnegie the day the river ran red. How Union caved in Homestead. It was more than a job, it was my family. I got married, settled down, and bought a home. Heading the bars down the street in the late summer heat. I got work tearing those old mills down. There was nothing left but sweat and blood and ground. At night we took our little babies and bed. Still praise the red, white, and blue in Homestead. I'm still living in Homestead. I'm still living in Homestead. I'm still living in Homestead.
That was called Homestead with his pal Joe Gorshecki, done back in the 90s, and again, hasn't surfaced on anything as far as I know. I didn't really do a whole lot of investigating, but I was kind of in a hurry this morning. So the one thing I wanted to talk about again, we've been saying it over and over again here in the last few weeks, is if you folks like what you're hearing, give us a shout and maybe send a few bucks our way. We're always looking for some donations for the station. We've been mockingly calling it our PBS Fund Drive, but I think it's going to be an ongoing thing. For some whatever reason, we need some more sponsors, and you can get your business on the station here and get it promoted. Relatively inexpensive, so give our marketing department guys a call, and you'll definitely get the coverage on your business. So even if you're up in Wisconsin and you're picking this up, or any kind of business actually. So you don't have to be right here in Round Lake Beach or Round Lake Heights, anything like that. All of Lake County. Up over the border into Wisconsin, maybe a business up in Kenosha, since a lot of Illinois folks go up there and shop, so you never know. So go on WRLR 98.3, and there's a little donate button on there. You can also go on and listen to the show over the internet, and also check us out live on the Justin TV, it's called. So like I said, go on or check out our Facebook page. It's also out there, WRLR 98.3. And give us a shout and check out what's going on. We do a lot of live events and promotions. So if you want to come check us out and see some of the on-air personalities, feel free to come out and say hi. So anyway, again, watch the skies, folks. The storms are rapidly approaching, and I was, when I was putting my show together here, thought I would touch on basically kind of when I went with the Chuck Berry thing. I thought about some of the other influences that helped shape Bruce as a young guy growing up. The first song was, he incorporated "Not Fade Away." That was a Buddy Holly. Then of course there was Johnny B. Good with Chuck Berry. And now I'm going to play one. He was very into the girl groups too growing up, and liked a lot of those songs and the Phil Spector sound. And in 1976, they got a chance to work with Ronnie Spector. I'm going to play the studio cuts next week. This is a live cut. She came on and guested with them. This was, again, just before Darkness came out. He might have still been barred from the studio at that point with his lawsuit. So they were playing a lot of live shows, and Ronnie Spector showed up one night, and they played "Be My Baby." Here you go.
One for you. The night that I knew I needed you so, and if I had the chance, I'd never let you go. So won't you say you love me? I'll make you so proud of me. We'll make them turn their heads.
All right, that was from Ronnie Spector, I know. Yeah, that was back in 1976, and again, they worked together on a couple studio projects, backed up by the E Street Band. I'll play those next week. And Bruce technically, I guess his name couldn't be on any type of recording. So even though legend has it that he is on those two cuts that they did, he could not put his name. So it was just Ronnie Spector back, with the E Street Band. And if you ever see the picture that promotes that, or the 45, he's sitting right there with her. So, kind of got on there a little bit anyway. So anyway, I promised that I would play the reason for the name of the show, Getting Loose with Bruce. And I'll let him describe it, but I'll give you a little lowdown. Back in 1975, October 2nd to be exact, they played the Uptown Theater in Milwaukee. There's a very widely scattered, or I should say widely available bootleg of this show that you can get out there. It's a great show. And right in the middle of it, somebody calls in a bomb scare. Okay? So what happens, the band just packs up, goes across the street to the Pfister Hotel. I won't say it the way he does coming up, but the Pfister, and which is still there. The theater's gone now, but they were staying there at that hotel and went and proceeded to sit at the nice big long bar that's there and have a couple and maybe a couple too many before they were allowed to go back in and took the stage. And it was a interesting second half of the show. There's one guy that's on the internet describes it as just magical that. They took it from one tone at the beginning of the first half and then came back. The second half was like bar band central. So the first song, I'm going to touch on our little Chuck Berry theme again here, is Little Queenie. And then we're going to wrap it up with the finale that night was 2:45. And I'm going to let that whole thing just play out. And we'll see you back here next week on Getting Loose with Bruce. And again, keep your eyes on the skies, folks, and watching whatever may be headed our way. So hopefully I'll get home. I got about an hour drive, so hopefully before it hits me, but I'll probably be driving right through the middle of it. But anyway, this has been Ray Zirkle, like I said, Getting Loose with Bruce here on WRLR 98.3, the voice of Lake County. And just listen to the description of how they... the coolest thing about it is that every time he comes back to Milwaukee, he asks the inevitable question, are you loose?
Somebody tried to blow us up tonight. That's right. We said, bartender, are you loose? We We said, bartender, somebody tried to blow us up tonight. He looked at me and said, son, are you loose? I said, yeah. And there I was, and Clarence came in the bar. Clarence shuffled in his white suit. The people, I want to tell you now that the people over at the Vista didn't know what was happening. That is a weird joint. So there we was. I was sitting at the bar, Steve was at the bar, Clarence was at the bar. We was drinking our skulls out. And that's when it happened. That's when it happened. It got very serious for a minute. I sat back, I seen what was coming. I took a big gulp. My knees started shaking, my heart started beating faster than it ever had. I said, Steve, you know. I had a lump in my throat when I saw walking down the aisle. I had a wiggle in my knees when she came to me and sweetly smiled. I said, Stephen, who's that little queen standing over by the record machine? Looking like a model on the cover of a magazine. She's too cute to be a minute over 17. One day, meanwhile, I was silly, but I was still thinking. What, Steve? What are you thinking about? I was thinking, this is my mood in the mood. Reagan. This is my chance. I ought to take it. Go ahead, baby. If she can dance, we can make it. I know that. Come on, Queenie. Come on, baby. Let's shake. Go, little Queenie. Go, little Queenie. On my knees. I want to tell you the bar. I was on my knees at the bar. I was a sad and sorry sight. But I was planning my strategy. And I thought to myself, yeah, if it's a slow one, we'll admit it. If it's a rocker, that'll get it. If it's good, she'll admit it. Come on, Queenie. Get with it. Come on, baby. Little Queenie. Go, little Queenie. queen standing behind a record machine. Looking like a model on the cover of a magazine. She's too cute to be a minute over 17. Are you loose? Now we're gonna leave you the way we found you. Loose! This is a song, one of the great songs by Gary U.S. Bonds. What? What? All right, all right. A two, a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, get up, get up. Don't you know that I danced till I go to the drink. I nearly had that night with Daddy the Chief. He was swinging on the sax with the girls in blue. They were dancing all over the room. People were dancing like they were big, swinging this back every head, swinging this songs I could ever be. Right with the Daddy Chief. You know that I never had it so good. No, you never could. Right down with that child. I think I'm glad not to touch you. Don't you know that I danced till the chorus of me. I nearly had that night with Daddy Chief. Everybody was as happy as they could be. Swing with the Daddy. Oh, God. Oh, God, Daddy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, all right. Everybody sing. Oh, God, Daddy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, all right. Don't you know that I never had so good? No, you never did. Knock down with no child. Don't you know that I danced till the chorus of me. Yeah, that night with Daddy Chief. Oh, I thought it was as happy as they could be. Swing with Daddy. Oh, Daddy. Oh, come on, come on.
You're listening to 98.3 FM.